Zenless Zone 0, but Pokemon, go! As usual, we're going to be using the same rules as the previous Blank with Pokemon videos, where there are no legendaries, mythicals, or Ultra Beasts allowed, 6 Pokemon each, and only 1 starter if necessary. Starting off with Anby. Anby's team is Starmie, Hitmonchan, Berserker, Galarian Rapidash, Pawmot, and Wigglytuff. Anby's Pokemon is primarily based on her movie tastes, with all of these Pokemon referencing a movie that you sell in the game. Starmie with Don't Touch, Hitmonchan with Final Punch, Berserker with 7710 and its cat, and Galarian Rapidash with Blacktails. Pawmot is there because it's an electric type, fitting her type, and Wigglytuff due to her ties with the cunning hairs. So a rabbit like Wigglytuff would be great for Anby. Next is Anton. Anton's team is Galarian Slowbro, Clawitzer, Excadrill, Revavroom, Fearow, and Rhyperior. Galarian Slowbro and Clawitzer for his Bro Piledriver, or Bro Drill, Excadrill for his drill attacks, Revavroom from Family, which is a movie that you need for his bond requirement, Fearow since its signature move is Drill Peck, and Rhyperior for its drill and potential use in Belobog Industries. Next is Astra. Astra's team is Pikachu, Revavroom, Cinccino, Furfrou, Sylveon, and Skeledirge. The superstar of New Eridu's team is to show her status as a celebrity and her humility. Pikachu, specifically Cosplay Pikachu, for her numerous roles within the industry. Revavroom for her part in Family, Cinccino and Furfrou to show her high-class status, Sylveon for her optimism and loving outlook on life, and Skeledirge for its signature move, Torch Song, which is similar to how Astra sings and her role in the battlefield. Next is Ben. Ben's team is Beware, Beartic, Pangoro, Conkeldurr, Machamp, and Colossal. One half of his team is obviously to reference Ben being a Bear Thyran, Conkeldurr and Machamp for Belobog Industries, and Colossal for being a very high defensive Fire-type Pokemon, similar to Ben being a high defense Fire-type character. Next is Billy. Billy's team is Armarouge, Starmie, Oinkologne, Iron Treads, Octillery, and Azumarill. Armarouge since it's roughly similar to the Starlight Knight show, Starmie since it's a Starlight Knight, Oinkologne for his past with the Sons of Caledon, Iron Treads since Billy is an intelligent construct, Octillery for Billy's guns, and Azumarill for his faction, the Cunning Hares. Next is Burnice. Burnice's team is Magmortar, Armarouge, Delphox, Togekiss, Hisuian Arcanine, and Annihilate. Magmortar and Armarouge for her trusty flamethrowers, Delphox for her playstyle and typing, Togekiss because of its pre-evolution Togepi, bringing good luck to reference how Burnice won the lottery twice in her agent story. Hisuian Arcanine since it's a fast and rapid Fire-type Pokemon, similar to how rapid Burnice can be, and Annihilate for her ties with the Sons of Caledon. Next is Caesar. Caesar's team is Sirfetch'd, Aegislash, Revavroom, Kingambit, Brambleghast, and Sylveon. Sirfetch'd and Aegislash for Caesar's weapons and style of play, Revavroom for her Vroom Vroom motorcycle, Kingambit for her last name, Caesar King, Brambleghast due to the outer ring having so many tumbleweeds all over the place, and Sylveon for being such a romance lover, showing her more girly side with her romance novels. Next is Corin. Corin's team is Gothitelle, Gengar, Magnezone, Mimikyu, Houndstone, and Banette. Gothitelle because of Corin's attire, Gengar for her fear of ghosts, Magnezone for bolts in her design, Mimikyu and Houndstone for being both adorable and terrifying, which fits Corin, and Banette for her teddy plush in her dynamic wallpaper. Next is Ellen. Ellen's team is Sharpedo, Musharna, Snorlax, Garchomp, Weavile, and Skarmory. Sharpedo because it's a shark, Musharna and Snorlax because she sleeps a lot, Garchomp because it's a land shark, Weavile since it's a very fast ice type like Ellen, and Skarmory since it's used by maids in the Pokemon games, and its feathers being used as blades like Ellen's scissor weapon. Next is Evelyn. Evelyn's team is Spidops, Serena, Umbreon, Salazzle, Gallade, and Inteleon. Spidops for her usage of string in her fighting and her spy background, Serena for her femme fatale vibe, Umbreon to contrast with Astra and her Sylveon, Salazzle for her fire type and similar builds, Gallade for Evelyn's role as Astra's protector, and Inteleon for her spy background and her usage of information gathering. Next is Grace. Grace's team is Magnezone, Probopass, Klinklang, Iron Treads, Iron Bundle, and Metagross. Since Grace is all about machines, I decided to give her a team full of robots. It just makes the most amount of sense. Next is Harumasa. Harumasa's team is Boltund, Pawmot, Ceruledge, Blissey, Ninjask, and Decidueye. Boltund for its electric type and being a police dog due to his ties to hand, Pawmot for its Scarlet entry, saying, "This Pokemon normally is slow to react, but once it enters battle, it'll strike down its enemies with lightning-fast movements," similar to Harumasa. Ceruledge for his double blade close combat attacks, Blissey for his needed healthcare shenanigans, Ninjask since it reminds me of his headband, and Decidueye for his bow and arrow skills. Next is Jane. Jane's team is Alolan Raticate, Raichu, Noctowl, Arcanine, Zoroark, and Inteleon. Alolan Raticate and Raichu since Jane is a Radthyren, Noctowl since she is a Night Owl, Arcanine due to her fast attacks and being tied to the police, Zoroark for her illusions and the doppelganger Jane, and Inteleon for her background as a spy for PubSec. Next is Koleda. Koleda's team is Tinkaton, Pangoro, Machamp, Conkeldurr, Typhlosion, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. Tinkaton because of her hammer, Pangoro for her combo attacks with Ben, Machamp and Conkeldurr for construction, Typhlosion for her love for making things explode, and Blood Moon Ursaluna for Belobog Industries and its eye looking similar to her eye patch. Next is Lighter. Lighter's team is Hitmonchan, Machamp, Lucario, Crocodile, Staraptor, and Emboar. Hitmonchan and Machamp for his boxing fighting style, Lucario for his loyalty to the Sons of Caledon, Crocodile because of his shades, Staraptor for having a similar vibe and a cool factor, and Emboar as a combination of everything. Next is Lucy. Lucy's team is Revavroom, Persian, Berserker, Grumpig, Mamoswine, and Emboar. Revavroom for the Sons of Caledon, Persian and Berserker as two sides of her background, with Persian to show her Montefio family background, and Berserker for her current life with the Sons of Caledon. Grumpig and Mamoswine for her Boar Bangbus, and Emboar as a nod to her third Boar Bangbu and also being a powerful fire type. Next is Lycaon. Lycaon's team is Midday Lycanroc, Arcanine, Braviary, Hitmonlee, Hisuian Lilligant, and Baxcalibur. Lycanroc and Arcanine since they're both dogs, and obviously Lycanroc just writes itself. Braviary since it's used by the Butler trainer class to reference Butler, the Bangbu of Victoria Housekeeping. Hitmonlee for his kicking attacks, Hisuian Lilligant because you meet him during the Ballet Twins arc, and Baxcalibur as a powerful physical ice type. Next is Miyabi. Miyabi's team is Weavile, Alolan Ninetales, Aegislash, Lucario, Zoroark, and Hisuian Zoroark. Weavile because it's a fast physical ice type like Miyabi, Alolan Ninetales since she is a frost character and a fox Thyren, Aegislash because it's a literal spirit in a sword, Lucario since it just looks like her, and Zoroark and Hisuian Zoroark to show the balance of the spirit within her blade. Next is Nekomata. Nekomata's team is Meowscarada, Liepard, Persian, Luxray, Druddigon, and Wigglytuff. The first four Pokemon are there since Nekomata is a cat Thyren, Druddigon because it has red fangs to reference her past with the Red Fang Gang, and Wigglytuff for the cunning hairs and having the same Wigglytuff just to show a little rivalry with Anby. Next is Nicole. Nicole's team is Persian, Goldengo, Lopunny, Cinderace, Porygon Z, and Tyranitar. Persian and Goldengo for her business mindset, Lopunny and Cinderace for the cunning hairs, and Porygon and Tyranitar because these two Pokemon have some of the highest coin costs in the game corner to show Nicole's love for Denny's and an all-or-nothing mindset. Next is Piper. Piper's team is Revavroom, Drampa, Caparaja, Snorlax, Goodra, and Ampharos. Revavroom for her love of trucks, Drampa because apparently she acts like the eldest in the Sons of Caledon despite being like 20 years old, Caparaja for her truck named Steel Tusk, Snorlax and Goodra for her relaxed personality and she can turn it up when needed, and Ampharos because of its Mega Evolution having a similar hairstyle to Piper. Next is Qingyi. Qingyi's team is Iron Maiden, Noctowl, Boltund, Iron Bundle, Alolan Marowak, and Iron Thorns. Iron Maiden since she's an intelligent construct and has a similar weapon style, Noctowl for her surveillance and link to PubSec security cameras, Bolton for the police and being an electric type, Iron Bundle since it reminds me of her close ties to Bangbu within her agent story, Alolan Marowak since its weapon style is very similar to Qingyi's, and Iron Thorn since it's a robot and an electric type like Qingyi. Next is Rena. Rena's team is Toxtricity, Mismagius, Banette, Persian, Poltegeist, and Cincino. Toxtricity since Rena canonically plays the electric guitar, Mismagius and Banette for her two Ghost Bangbus, Persian for her expensive maid outfit and backstory, Poltegeist since she offers tea quite often and is also a ghost type fitting her theme in Victoria Housekeeping, and Cincino since it's also used by the maid trainer class in the game, so it also fits best for Rena. Next is Seth. Seth's team is Boltund, Sirfetch'd, Aegislash, Luxray, Pyroar, and Meowscarada. Boltund since it's a police dog and an electric type, Sirfetch'd and Aegislash for Seth's mix of his shield and baton combat, and Luxray, Pyroar, and Meowscarada because of Seth being a cat Thyran and having a good core for the team. Next is Soldier 11. Soldier 11's team is Ceruledge, Arcanine, Rapidash, Centiskorch, Umbreon, and Berserker. Ceruledge for 11's fire type and use of flaming swords, Arcanine and Rapidash since they're a fast fire type, Centiskorch because it's roughly similar to Waterfall Soup, which 11 really enjoys, Umbreon since 11 only shows up at night, and Berserker since it's a member from Anby's team and a very subtle hint that the two are more connected than we thought. Next is Soukaku. Soukaku's team is Glalie, Abomasnow, Morpeko, Wailord, Snorlax, and Frostmoth. Glalie since it's an ice type and based on an Oni, Abomasnow because of its ability Snow Warning and being very similar to her skill, Morpeko because of its happy and hangry form, Wailord and Snorlax for Soukaku's insane levels of hunger, and Frostmoth for its extremely large curry serving in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which very much shows Soukaku's appetite. Next is Yanagi. Yanagi's team is Glalie, Alakazam, Gardevoir, Iron Valiant, Goodra, and Primarina. Glalie to reference Yanagi's blood being infused with Oni blood, Alakazam for her intelligence and being the brain of Section 6, Gardevoir for being Soukaku's guardian, Iron Valiant for her combat style and weapon choice, Goodra because it's caring yet also very terrifying, which also references Yanagi if she was pushed too far, and Primarina to reference her Bond quest all about her improved singing, and maybe Primarina can help her with that. And finally is Zhu Yuan. Zhu Yuan's team is Arcanine, Stoutland, Togekiss, Octillery, Lucario, and Hisuian Goodra. Arcanine and Stoutland since both of them are police dogs, Togekiss for Zhu Yuan's servitude within Chaos like Togekiss would, Octillery for her modified firearm weapon, Lucario for her loyalty to PubSec and her push and kick combat, and Hisuian Goodra because... And that is Zenless Zone Zero but Pokemon. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel with post notifications on for more videos just like this one and more videos in the future. Comment who is your favorite Zenless Zone Zero character and why. And as always, I'm HermitGRAB, and I'll see you soon.